Hey guys, welcome to Y&R Daily Update YouTube channel. Today's topics: The Young and the Restless spoilers, Amanda's future. Will Mishael Morgan return to GC? The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Amanda Sinclair, Mishael Morgan, was front and center during the Nice storyline. However, she hasn't been seen despite everyone else coming back from France. Get updates on the latest news about The Young and the Restless straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising as outlined in our privacy notice. What is this? There was a clue dropped recently, and it suggests the character might not be that far away. Keep reading, and let's talk about what could happen next in the CBS soap opera. Trigger warning: there are mentions of suicide in this post. If you are struggling with harmful thoughts, call 911. Mishael Morgan's return. Fans were excited when it was confirmed that Amanda would be returning to the soap. It turned out that Amanda is Cain Ashby's Billy Flynn lawyer. At one point, it was made clear that Amanda didn't know all the details of Cain's plan, but believed in him enough to help. Obviously, the mysterious party in Nice did not end the way that Cain and Amanda thought it would. Cain Ashby's wild plan. Fans might recall that Cain's plan and party went all wrong. First, Damen Ka Jermaine Rivers was drugged and stabbed in the back, literally. Then, Carter, Vincent Stabler, and his thug gave Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, life-threatening injuries. What is this? If that wasn't enough, Nick and Sharon Newman, Sharon cases, were locked up. After all of that, Carter used Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, as a human shield before killing himself. Amanda Sinclair's hint. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that it was Amanda who finally had enough and restored service to everyone's phones. Then, she called the police, telling Cain about it after the fact. The tycoon wasn't angry and asked if she was going to stay or go. Despite everything that happened in Cain's secrets, Amanda said she would stay. So, that indicates that, at some point, Amanda will meet up with Cain. It seems that she will continue to draw up instant contracts. With Cain buying up all the real estate in Genoa City, Amanda will surface at some point. Twists and turns. Nearly everyone views Cain as the villain. However, what if it's just the opposite? It's not like Amanda to take clients who intentionally hurt other people. The lawyer has always had a strong moral compass. Despite not knowing all the details about Cain's plan, she still believes in him. So, I wonder if he will somehow turn out to be everyone's hero. What is this? Another possibility is that Amanda starts to dig into Cain a little more closely off-screen. Could she come back with evidence and a bombshell? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Amanda's future. Will Mishael Morgan return to GC? Amanda Sinclair's presence in Genoa City has always been a force of calm reason, layered sophistication, and unapologetic intelligence. Portrayed by Daytime Emmy winner Mishael Morgan, Amanda quickly rose from mystery woman to legal powerhouse and emotional anchor in many of the show's most pivotal storylines. Her complicated family dynamics, unresolved trauma tied to her twin sister Hillary's death, and turbulent love life, especially with Devin Hamilton, left viewers captivated. But ever since Amanda's sudden departure from Genoa City, fans have been left wondering whether she's truly gone for good or simply waiting in the wings for the right dramatic moment to return. Now, with shifting alliances, legal battles brewing, and personal vendettas threatening to boil over, there's speculation that Amanda might soon be drawn back to Genoa City. But what would that return look like? And more importantly, would Mishael Morgan be willing to step back into the character's complex shoes once again? The timing could not be more perfect. Several story arcs currently unfolding could provide a seamless transition for Amanda's return. First and foremost is the state of Devin and Abby's relationship. Although they appear happy on the surface, there have been cracks appearing in their foundation. Devin still grapples with unresolved feelings for Amanda, especially since their breakup was marked by miscommunication and emotional upheaval. When Amanda returned briefly for Chance Chancellor's memorial, her icy but composed demeanor toward Devin was telling. There was pain, but there was also unfinished business. If Amanda were to re-enter the Genoa City scene for professional reasons, such as a high-profile case involving Chancellor Winters or even Newman Enterprises, it would place her in direct orbit with Devin once more. Their tension, both romantic and legal, could spark a firestorm of emotional conflict and potential rekindling, especially if Abby starts to feel insecure about Amanda's return. Adding more fuel to the speculative fire is the fact that Tucker McCall's influence in Genoa City continues to grow. His alliance with Audra Charles, efforts to manipulate Ashley Abbott, and underhanded business tactics have made him a growing threat. If Chancellor Winters needed to defend itself legally against a corporate takeover or aggressive merger attempt, who better to bring in than Amanda Sinclair, the woman who already knows the players and the battlefield? Amanda's legal acumen would be critical in protecting her former firm, and her strategic mind could be the key to unearthing Tucker's next power play before it's too late. This professional return could re-establish Amanda's standing in the business world, while also allowing her to confront the personal ghosts that haunt her. Speaking of ghosts, Amanda's family story is far from complete. Her biological mother, Nia Benedict, remains distant, and there's still tension between Amanda and her half-sister Imani, with Imani's recent reappearance in Genoa City and her growing connection to Nate Hastings. The time feels ripe to revisit the Sinclair family saga. If Amanda returned, there could be a deeply emotional arc involving reconciliation, renewed sibling rivalry, or perhaps even shocking revelations from Nia's past that challenge everything Amanda thought she knew about her identity. This would offer Mishael Morgan the kind of meaty, emotionally charged material she excels at, and it could give viewers a multi-generational storyline that ties together several core families. Another possible angle is Amanda's career trajectory. The show has hinted that she's been doing high-level legal work out of town, but what if she's recruited back to Genoa City by none other than Nikki Newman? With Victor and Nikki both juggling personal and business battles, Amanda could be brought in as a trusted outside legal advisor. Her integrity, style, and strategic brilliance could be just what the Newmans need to maintain control of their empire. And let's not forget that Amanda's past clashes with Victor could make her hesitant to join their fold. Providing plenty of tension and layered dialogue, a return under these circumstances would also bring her closer to characters like Victoria, Adam, and even Audra, all of whom are currently dealing with personal scandals and legal landmines. Then there's the question on every fan's mind. Would Mishael Morgan actually return full-time to The Young and the Restless? While Morgan made history in 2022 as the first Black woman to win a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, she also expressed interest in pursuing other acting opportunities and spending more time with her family. However, she's remained open to guest appearances and short arcs as seen with her previous Popins that electrified viewers. Given her enduring popularity and the fact that Amanda remains such a pivotal character in Genoa City's legal and emotional landscapes, there's certainly room for the showrunners to craft a return storyline that balances Morgan's availability with the needs of the show. A recurring or limited engagement could offer the best of both worlds, fan satisfaction and narrative momentum. Behind the scenes, there's also growing buzz that The Young and the Restless is preparing for a significant shakeup in the fall. And bringing back beloved fan favorites is often a part of that strategy. Mishael Morgan, with her powerful performances and deep ties to multiple characters, fits that mold perfectly. Her return could boost ratings, reignite forgotten storylines, and draw in viewers who've been waiting for more complexity and diversity in the show's lead cast, with other female leads, like Phyllis, Sharon, and Nikki, engaged in ongoing stories. Amanda's arrival would add another strong voice to the mix, one that isn't afraid to challenge the status quo. It's also worth noting that Amanda's romantic options are far from limited. In addition to Devon, there's Nate Hastings, with whom Amanda shared early chemistry. If Alina and Nate continued to drift apart, a Nate-Amanda reunion could be explored. Or the show could go bold and pair Amanda with someone completely unexpected, like Billy Abbott. Their banter, intelligence, and mutual need for personal redemption could make for an explosive, if controversial, pairing. Such a storyline could not only give Amanda a new dimension, but also open the door to new conflicts and alliances across Genoa City's elite circles. Perhaps the most intriguing possibility lies in Amanda's unresolved connection to her late twin, Hillary. Though Hillary is gone, her presence is still felt, especially in Devon's home and memory. A storyline that sees Amanda finally come to terms with that legacy or even uncover secrets about Hillary's past would be rich with emotion. What if Amanda found a journal, video, or secret from Hillary's life that made her reconsider everything? What if Amanda were to meet someone from Hillary's past, a former lover, friend, or enemy who brings shocking news? This kind of mystery could spiral into a gripping arc filled with twists, giving Amanda more than just a legal battle or romance to drive her storyline forward. Ultimately, Whether Amanda returns as a legal knight in shining armor, a scorned ex with unfinished business, or a woman seeking closure and new purpose, there's no shortage of material for her to dive into. Mishael Morgan's performance has left such a strong legacy that even the slightest hint of her return sends fans into a frenzy. The writers have a rare opportunity to reintroduce a character who not only bridges multiple storylines, but also elevates the emotional and dramatic stakes in every scene she enters. In the world of Genoa City, nothing ever stays buried forever. Secrets rise, old love simmer, and powerful women like Amanda Sinclair never stay gone for long. Whether she's fighting in the courtroom, calling out betrayal in the boardroom, or navigating the messy business of the heart, her return would shake the foundation of every alliance, rivalry, and romance in town. The only question left is not if Amanda will return, but when and how big her re-entry will be. One thing is certain: Genoa City better prepare itself, because Amanda Sinclair never plays small, and neither does Mishael Morgan. Y&R, Amanda Sinclair's hint. The winds are shifting once more in Genoa City, and all signs point toward a development that could leave viewers stunned and characters scrambling for cover. Amanda Sinclair, the brilliant and enigmatic attorney with a history rich in heartache and betrayal, may have just dropped a hint that she's not only watching events from afar, but preparing for a powerful return. When Amanda made a surprise appearance at Chance Chancellor's memorial, her demeanor was controlled and cool. But there was something else underneath it. An intensity in her eyes, a quiet force that longtime fans recognized instantly. Amanda may have been out of Genoa City for a while, but she never left the game. And now, with shifting power dynamics, dangerous alliances forming, and long-held secrets threatening to erupt, Amanda Sinclair's next move may prove to be the most consequential of all. Though she didn't say much during her brief time in town, Amanda's interactions with several key characters revealed far more than words ever could. Her moment with Devon was subtle, but telling. She kept her distance emotionally, yet there was a flicker of something. Regret, hurt, maybe even longing. Devon was clearly caught off guard, and it was obvious that Amanda still held space in his heart. Their past relationship ended on uncertain terms, a casualty of betrayal and personal loss. But the wound never truly closed. Amanda's poised presence at the memorial wasn't just a respectful farewell to Chance. It was a signal that she remains deeply connected to the lives of those she once called family. And that signal did not go unnoticed by Devon, by Abby, and most significantly by the watching audience. But it was Amanda's cryptic exchange with Lily Winters that really lit the match on fan speculation. In a quiet conversation that appeared innocent on the surface, Amanda commented on how much things had changed at Chancellor Winters and how quickly. She praised Lily's leadership. But there was an unmistakable undercurrent of concern in her voice, a slight edge that suggested Amanda might not entirely approve of the direction things are heading. Then came the line that's been playing on repeat in viewers' minds ever since: sometimes when you step away, you gain the perspective needed to step back and stronger. It was more than a passing thought, it was a warning, it was a hint. Amanda might be coming back. And when she does, she won't be the same woman who left. The timing couldn't be more charged. Chancellor Winters is facing growing instability. The power struggle between Devon and Billy is reaching a fever pitch. And the merger that was once meant to unite the family has instead caused rifts and resentment. Lily is being pulled in opposite directions, and Jill's attempts to intervene have only added more fuel to the fire. If there were ever a time when the company needed a seasoned, objective legal strategist who understands the family dynamics, it's now. Amanda knows where the bodies are buried, both metaphorically and legally. She was instrumental in the firm's original structure, and her return could either stabilize the chaos or exploit it to her advantage. Whether she returns as an ally or a challenger remains to be seen. Meanwhile, the personal stakes for Amanda have never been higher. Imani Benedict has returned to Genoa City, and her alignment with Nate Hastings is raising eyebrows. Imani has always resented Amanda's moral compass and perceived superiority. Now that Imani is maneuvering herself into new legal and romantic circles, Amanda could see it as both a personal affront and a professional threat. The half-sisters have clashed before, but if Amanda comes back with new legal partnerships or business ventures of her own, their next encounter could be explosive. And if the rumors are true that Amanda has been quietly building her own boutique firm outside of Genoa City, one that specializes in corporate restructuring and high litigation, then the stage is perfectly set for a sister versus sister legal war with far-reaching consequences. There's also the shadow of Hillary, Amanda's deceased twin that still lingers over her every move. Devin has never fully healed from losing Hillary, and Amanda's resemblance alone was once enough to stir feelings he couldn't control. When Amanda arrived in town years ago, it wasn't just her face that haunted Devin. It was the uncanny similarities in behavior, tone, and even moral conviction. But now Amanda has grown into her own person, shedding the comparisons and carving out her identity. A return to Genoa City would not only force Devin to face unresolved feelings, but it could also reignite debates about Amanda's place in the family's legacy. With Moses Winters preparing to step into a more prominent role, and Abby struggling with her own doubts about her relationship with Devin, Amanda's reappearance could throw everything into question. Is she coming back for closure, or to reclaim what she believes was always rightfully hers? Victor Newman's recent moves have also stirred the waters. His latest schemes, particularly his interest in shifting alliances and shaking up the business world, could intersect with Amanda's expertise. It's not hard to imagine a scenario where Victor tries to lure Amanda to his side, either to fight against Tucker McCall or to take on an even bigger threat. Amanda has always been wary of Victor's manipulation, but she's also respected his power. Aligning with him could give her the leverage to make bold plays in the city while also creating tension with her former allies. A professional alliance between Amanda and Victor would send shockwaves through Genoa City, especially if Nikki or Victoria feels threatened by her growing influence. As for Amanda's romantic future, the possibilities are wide open. Devin may still be in love with Abby, but their foundation is shaky. Especially if Amanda reemerges with a new sense of confidence and purpose. The triangle could become more complicated if Amanda decides she wants Devin back. Not out of nostalgia, but because she sees their unfinished business as something worth exploring. Alternatively, Amanda could surprise everyone by pursuing a new romantic direction. Billy Abbott, for instance, is vulnerable and drifting. Their paths have crossed before, and they share an emotional intelligence that could blossom into something deeper. Or maybe Amanda's time away has introduced her to someone new. Of course, Mishael Morgan remains the center of all these possibilities. The Daytime Emmy-winning actress has kept fans guessing about her next move. Her recent social media activity, including posts reminiscing about her time on Y&R and cryptic messages about new beginnings, have only heightened the intrigue. Industry insiders suggest that while Morgan has enjoyed her time exploring prime time and personal projects, she's open to returning to daytime if the storyline is right. Amanda's return wouldn't just be about nostalgia. It would be a declaration, a full-circle moment for a character who was once in Hillary's shadow and is now ready to take center stage in her own right. The writers at The Young and the Restless have been known to drop subtle hints before a major comeback, and Amanda's recent scenes felt like more than just a goodbye. They felt like a prologue, the beginning of something big. Perhaps she's been quietly gathering intel. Perhaps she's waiting for the perfect storm. Or perhaps she's already begun pulling strings behind the scenes. What if Amanda is the unseen force behind a sudden legal audit? What if she's laying the groundwork for a hostile takeover of a rival firm? What if she's been in contact with Jill, secretly preparing to help her wrest control back from Billy and Devin? One thing is certain, Amanda Sinclair doesn't act without intention. Every word, every look, every pause is calculated. So when she hinted at perspective and returning stronger, we should all take that as a promise, not a possibility. The people of Genoa City may think Amanda's chapter has closed, but in reality, she's just sharpening her pen. And when she writes her next move, it will be in bold, unmissable ink. Her return would come at a time when Genoa City is ripe for a new player to shift the balance of power. From legal upheaval to romantic turbulence, Amanda could touch nearly every storyline. She's the kind of character who forces others to confront their own truth. And that makes her dangerous in the best possible way. Whether she steps back into the courtroom, the boardroom, or the bedroom, Amanda Sinclair is coming for everything that was denied to her, and then some. So fans, keep watching closely because if you blink, you might miss the moment Amanda turns the game upside down. The hint has been dropped. Now it's only a matter of time before the storm hits, and when it does, Amanda Sinclair won't be seeking permission. She'll be taking names. Y&R, Cain Ashby's wild plan. Cain Ashby's name hasn't been uttered in Genoa City for quite some time. But that silence may soon be shattered by a plan so wild, so calculated, and so personal that it could alter the very fabric of the Newman, Chancellor, and Winters empires. For those who remember, Cain is not just a charming businessman with a knack for survival. He's a master manipulator, A man who has reinvented himself time and again, leaving behind a legacy of love, betrayal, redemption, and unfinished business. Now, whispers are growing louder that Cain is poised to make a return. And he's not coming back empty-handed. He has a plan, one that may begin as a calculated business move, but quickly escalates into a high-stakes, emotionally charged power play, with revenge, legacy, and lost love all tangled in the mix. Cain Ashby's wild plan could be the next storm to hit Genoa City, and no one will be safe from its impact. It starts with money. Cain has been off the radar, but not out of the game. Rumor has it he's been quietly building a financial empire overseas, investing in shadow corporations, tech startups, and distressed assets. His ambition, always underestimated, has now solidified into power. After a string of silent acquisitions, Cain may be eyeing a return to the business scene in Genoa City, but not as a player on the sidelines. This time, he wants control. And the target, Chancellor Winters. The company that once symbolized legacy and unity for Devon and Lily is now fractured, vulnerable, and ripe for disruption. And who better than Cain to exploit those cracks? His return would be timed perfectly. Chancellor Winters is at a crossroads. Devon is feuding with Billy Abbott. Lily is stretched too thin. And Jill is losing patience with the infighting. Enter Cain, Lily's ex-husband, the former Chancellor Industries exec, and the man who once walked away in disgrace. But now he's armed with capital, connections, and a dangerous sense of confidence. His plan is to buy out a controlling interest in the company, using proxy investors and corporate shells to mask his involvement until the final moment. By the time Lily and Devon realize what's happening, Cain would already have enough leverage to demand a seat at the table. If not the head of it, but it doesn't stop there. Cain's plan goes beyond business. It's personal, especially when it comes to Lily. Their relationship was complicated, passionate, and ultimately destroyed by lies. But Cain never truly let go. He watched from afar as Lily rebuilt her life, grew stronger, and found new purpose. But in Cain's mind, they never finished their story. Now with Lily vulnerable and Chancellor Winters spiraling, he sees an opportunity not just to reclaim his professional stature, but to win her back. Whether Lily is open to that remains to be seen. She's evolved, matured, and carries deep scars from her past with Cain. But as history has shown, emotions run deep in Genoa City, and unresolved love can be just as dangerous as revenge. Then there's Devon. Cain and Devon were once allies, but their relationship soured after a series of betrayals, including the infamous inheritance scandal. Devon never fully forgave Cain for manipulating Catherine Chancellor's will, even after Cain stepped away from the spotlight. A return now, especially with a hostile takeover in the works, would reignite that old feud with a vengeance. Devon is fiercely protective of his family's legacy, and Cain's attempt to reinsert himself would be viewed as the ultimate betrayal. Expect explosive confrontations, legal battles, and maybe even a return to the courtroom, especially if Amanda Sinclair is brought in to challenge Cain's claims. But Cain's wild plan has more layers. He's not coming alone. Speculation is swirling that he may have formed an alliance with an unexpected player, Audra Charles. Audra, recently ousted from Newman Media and desperate to regain her footing, would make a dangerous partner for Cain. She has the ambition, the scheming mind, and the access to insider information that Cain could use. Together, they could form a powerful, unpredictable duo targeting Chancellor Winters, Newman Enterprises, and anyone else who stands in their way. Their partnership could also evolve into something deeper, especially if Cain uses his signature charm to manipulate Audra emotionally. Or perhaps Audra has her own agenda, one that could ultimately double-cross Cain when he least expects it. Another possibility, Cain might be in contact with Tucker McCall. The two men share a history of manipulation and corporate ambition. If Cain can offer Tucker a pathway back into Chancellor Winters, or provide a new opportunity to shake up the Abbott family, Tucker might join forces with him, at least temporarily. But trust is a rare currency in this game, and both men are known for burning bridges when it suits them. A partnership between Cain and Tucker would be volatile, dangerous, and bound to implode, but not before leaving a trail of destruction. There's also the question of what Cain truly wants. Is it just revenge? Or is it something deeper? Perhaps Cain is trying to rewrite his legacy. He was once the outsider, the imposter, the man who took shortcuts to gain respect. This time, he wants to prove he belongs, not just in business, but in Genoa City's upper echelon. His return would force everyone, Lily, Devin, Gil, Billy, and even Victor Newman, to reassess their alliances because Cain is no longer playing by the old rules. He's rewriting them entirely. And the most dangerous part, he's willing to go all the way. If that means exposing secrets, exploiting weaknesses, or betraying allies, so be it. He's learned from the past. This time, he's not waiting for acceptance. He's taking power by force. His plan might include manipulating public opinion, launching a media campaign, or even leveraging Catherine's memory against Devin and Jill. What if Cain produces documents, recordings, or legal loopholes that give him a legitimate claim to Chancellor Industries? What if he reveals hidden truths about Catherine's estate? Truths that could shake the foundation of Devin's fortune. As Cain executes his wild plan, he'll face opposition from all sides. Billy Abbott, still struggling with his own demons, won't take kindly to Cain muzzling his way into Chancellor Winters. Their rivalry could escalate to physical altercations and psychological warfare. Jill, always protective of her family's legacy, might be forced to choose between loyalty to Devin or a grudging alliance with Cain to preserve the company. Meanwhile, Lily will find herself torn between the man she once loved and the brother she's always stood by. And if Amanda returns, her sharp legal instincts could make her a formidable adversary to Cain or a surprising ally, depending on how the battle lines are drawn. In the background, Victor Newman will be watching. Always, the strategist, Victor might see Cain's ambition as a threat or an opportunity. If Victor sees Cain as a useful pawn in his own long game, he could support him just long enough to get what he wants. But crossing Victor has never ended well for anyone. And if Cain underestimates the power of the Newman patriarch, his plan could implode before it ever truly takes off. And then there's the possibility of Phyllis Summers getting involved. She has a history of making risky bets and backing underdogs. If Cain offers her a role in his new empire, especially one that allows her to stick it to the Newmans or rekindle her rivalry with Diane, Phyllis might just take the bait. Their alliance would be fiery, unpredictable, and full of dramatic tension. As the dominoes begin to fall, Genoa City will be thrown into chaos. Cain's return, his wild plan, and the consequences of his actions will ripple through every major storyline. The boardrooms will be battlegrounds. The courtrooms will be arenas. And the bedrooms, those will be war zones of their own. Because Cain doesn't just destroy from the outside, he infiltrates, seduces, and dismantles from within. By the time the dust settles, relationships will be broken, fortunes will be threatened, and alliances will be redrawn. And in the center of it all will stand Cain Ashby, older, smarter, more ruthless than ever. Whether he's crowned king or cast out once more, one thing is certain: his wild plan will leave Genoa City forever changed. This isn't just a comeback, it's a takeover. And Cain Ashby is betting everything that this time he wins. The video transcript provides an in-depth exploration of two pivotal characters in the CBS soap opera The Young and the Restless, Amanda Sinclair and Cain Ashby. Amanda Sinclair, portrayed by Emmy-winning actress Mishael Morgan, has been a central figure known for her intelligence, moral compass, and emotional depth. Despite her recent absence from Genoa City, spoilers indicate she is poised for a significant return that could impact multiple storylines. Her return is hinted to coincide with personal and professional upheavals, including fractured relationships, legal battles, and family drama, particularly involving her complicated ties with Devon Hamilton, her half-sister Imani, and the Chancellor Winters firm. The narrative also focuses on Cain Ashby, a once shadowy figure whose wild and calculated plan to regain control over Chancellor Winters could shake Genoa City to its core. Cain's history of betrayal, manipulation, and unresolved personal issues with characters like Lily Winters and Devon Hamilton set the stage for a dramatic comeback. Rumors suggest Cain has amassed significant financial power overseas and is ready to execute a hostile takeover, possibly partnering with other key players like Audra Charles and Tucker McCall. This plan is not only a business move but deeply entwined with Cain's personal quest for redemption and power. Amanda's potential return is layered with emotional complexities, including unresolved feelings with Devin, tensions with her half-sister, Imani, and a continuing connection to her late twin sister Hillary. Professionally, Amanda could be a critical player in ongoing corporate battles, possibly aligning with or opposing prominent families such as the Newmans and the Chancellors. The transcript emphasizes Amanda's strategic mind and strong presence, suggesting her comeback will be powerful and pivotal for the soap's evolving dynamics. Cain's return, meanwhile, promises to bring chaos, as his ambitions threaten to disrupt existing alliances and rivalries. His plan involves corporate espionage, legal warfare, and personal vendettas, all aimed at reclaiming his position and possibly winning back Lily Winters. The transcript hints at potential alliances and betrayals, creating a volatile environment where no character is safe from Cain's influence. The combination of Cain's ruthless strategy and Amanda's sharp legal acumen promises a season filled with high-stakes drama, emotional confrontations, and shifting power dynamics. Highlights Amanda Sinclair's imminent return to Genoa. City hints at major legal and emotional storylines. Amanda's strong moral compass and legal expertise may influence the battle for Chancellor Winters and Newman Enterprises. Amanda's unresolved relationship with Devon Hamilton adds layers of romantic tension and personal conflict. Cain Ashby's wild plan involves a hostile takeover of Chancellor Winters, threatening to upend Genoa City's power structure. Possible alliances between Cain, Audra, Charles, and Tucker McCall suggest a volatile and dangerous new power bloc. Amanda's family dynamics, especially her strained relationship with half-sister Imani, and the legacy of her twin, Hilary, set the stage for emotional drama. The return of both Amanda and Cain promises to intertwine legal battles, personal vendettas, and romantic entanglements, reshaping the soap's narrative. Key insights: Amanda as a legal powerhouse, an emotional anchor. Amanda Sinclair has evolved into a character who embodies both intellectual strength and emotional depth. Her legal expertise is critical in the ongoing corporate conflicts, particularly with Chancellor Winters and Newman Enterprises. Her return is not just about legal battles. It's about confronting past relationships and unresolved family trauma, offering rich narrative potential that combines courtroom drama with personal storytelling. This dual role makes Amanda a linchpin character capable of influencing multiple story arcs simultaneously. Complex romantic dynamics with Devon Hamilton. The tension between Amanda and Devon is a key emotional driver. Their past, marked by miscommunication and loss, remains unresolved, creating fertile ground for drama. Amanda's potential return could reignite these feelings and create a love triangle involving Abby, adding emotional stakes that resonate with viewers. This unresolved romance enhances character depth and fuels ongoing interpersonal conflicts essential to daytime drama. Corporate intrigue and power struggles. Cain Ashby's strategic and aggressive plan to take over Chancellor Winters introduces high-stakes corporate intrigue. Cain's use of proxy investors and shadow corporations highlights a sophisticated, modern approach to soap opera conflicts. This storyline reflects contemporary themes of business power plays and manipulation, making the drama relevant and engaging. Cain's ambition and cunning threaten established players, setting off a domino effect of alliances and betrayals. Volatile alliances and betrayals. The potential partnerships between Cain, Audra, Charles, and Tucker McCall create a volatile triangle of ambition and distrust. Each character has personal agendas that could lead to shifting loyalties and explosive confrontations. This unpredictability increases suspense and keeps viewers invested, as alliances can turn into betrayals at any moment. A hallmark of soap opera storytelling. Amanda's family saga as emotional core. Amanda's familial relationships, especially with her half-sister, Imani, and the shadow of her deceased twin Hilary, offer emotionally charged storylines that deepen her character. The potential for sibling rivalry, reconciliation, and uncovering family secrets provides a multi-generational narrative that enriches the show's complexity. This layer adds emotional resonance beyond the legal and romantic plots, appealing to viewers' attachment to character development, character evolution, and identity. Amanda's journey from being seen as Hilary's shadow to stepping into her own identity mirrors real themes of self-discovery and empowerment. Her poised, yet intense demeanor upon return signals growth and transformation. This evolution allows the show to explore deeper psychological and emotional themes, making Amanda's storyline more compelling and relatable. Impact on Genoa City's landscape. The simultaneous returns of Amanda and Cain, each with their own agendas, promise to shake Genoa City's foundations. Their intersecting storylines combining legal warfare, corporate takeovers, personal vendettas, and romantic entanglements are likely to create a ripple effect across all major families and characters. This convergence of powerful narratives ensures a high level of drama and unpredictability, a winning formula for daytime television. In conclusion, The video transcript lays out a richly detailed forecast for The Young and the Restless that centers on two dynamic characters whose returns will drive the show's narrative forward. Amanda Sinclair's poised comeback and Cain Ashby's ruthless schemes promise a season packed with intrigue, emotional depth, and high-stakes power struggles, ensuring that Genoa City's drama remains as compelling as ever.